footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, breaking down the Packers versus the Raiders. Now let's look at some keys to victory for Oakland and see what they can do this week to be the first team to knock off the Green Bay Packers.
When I look at the Oakland Raiders versus the Green Bay Packers, I see it all falling on the shoulders of Carson Palmer. What's going to have to happen, he's going to have to make these key plays, these key conversions on 3rd and long, 2nd and long type of situations. But it also falls on the shoulders of that ground game. See, right now the Raiders are struggling because of their injuries. They're missing Jacoby Ford. They're going to be probably missing Denarius Moore, missing a lot of playmakers. Darren McFadden's not going to play. So a lot of key guys off this offense is the big reason why they're struggling right now offensively. Now attacking Green Bay, you have to make sure you attack these guys vertically, which is why I mentioned Carson Palmer is going to have a big day with guys like Marcel Reese, guys like TJ Houshmandzadeh, guys like Darius Hayward-Bay. These guys are going to have a huge day, and that's going to alleviate some pressure off of the ground game. Then you'll see Michael Bush being able to get yards, but the offense has to make sure they convert on these 2nd and long, 3rd and long situations with the passing game, and if Carson Palmer can do so, they have a real legitimate shot of upsetting the Packers. Defensively, it's all about applying pressure to Aaron Rodgers. And the good thing about the Oakland Raiders, they have one of the best front fours in the league. Cameron Wembley is playing out of his mind right now, and there's a lot of beef up front to beat up on that Packers O-line. Now, the good thing about it, they don't have to worry about the run game. They can play the run on the way to the quarterback, and that's going to create those type of opportunities where they can get picks and get fumble recoveries and sack fumbles, strip fumbles, but it all starts with their front four. So I'm looking at the front four and the linebackers of the Raiders protecting the underneath coverage. That's going to be huge in this ball game.
Now let's take a look at some keys to victory for the Packers to see what they can do to avoid their first loss out there in Oakland.
Now look at the Packers offense coming into this matchup. One of the best passing offenses in the league. Reason being, they throw vertically. They don't really deal with dink and dunk passes like most passing offenses do. But the reason being is because Aaron Rodgers has that arm strength and has that deep ball accuracy. And with the passing game against the Oakland Raiders, you come out and you play your game. You spread these guys out. Attack the one-on-one matchups. The good thing about the Raiders, they're going to give you a lot of those one-on-one matchups. So look for guys like Jermichael Finley, Greg Jennings to have a solid day on the interior, Jordy Nelson as well. So the Packers offense also can't just get pass happy. Let's be honest, the Raiders have a lot of speed in the secondary. They have a lot of talent back there. If they come up with an interception, the Raiders can run the football on Green Bay. So the Packers will have to operate with some type of balance in this matchup. You can't just throw the football 70% of the time. You have to find somebody on the ground. Now, whether it be Grant, because we know Starks is not going to play this game, so somebody has to step up and be that bell cow back there to help bring some balance to this Green Bay offense. Defensively, when you're attacking Oakland, Oakland's offensive line has some leakage. They do a great job of protecting Carson Palmer and plowing open holes for the running game, but in the passing game is where I have some questions. If the Green Bay Packers can keep that downward pressure and easily man up on the Oakland wide receivers, one is going to force that offensive line to protect quickly. Two is going to force Carson Palmer to be accurate consistently throughout the ball game, and it's going to put a lot of pressure on that offensive line. So I look for the Green Bay Packers to be up in the gaps, playing close to the line of scrimmage, and forcing the issue with Oakland so they could be around the line of scrimmage to stop the run game, because that's going to be the biggest thing they have to stop this week.
Now let's take a look at some X factors in this matchup to see which player or players can have an impact on the outcome of this ball game.
Packers X factor has to be pass protection. The Raiders can't get pressure. If they disrupt the timing of Aaron Rodgers, it could be a long day for that Green Bay offense. The Raiders X factor has to be ball control. This guy right here, Michael Bush, is going to have one of his best days as a pro to come away with the victory. I have to go with Green Bay in this matchup. Reason being, the Packers right now are healthier than the Oakland Raiders, if that makes any sense. But the Packers are healthy. The Raiders are beat up offensively, and I think the Packers will be able to take advantage.
For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL, or you can visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan and listen to the Football Game Plan radio show, which airs Saturdays 11 a.m. Eastern Time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.